So I've got this little Garmin Striker 4 fish finder that I got on sale at Cabela's or something for 130 bucks. I had it installed in the boat last summer and that worked really well. You can plot waypoints and got a couple of different options in terms of how it's showing you the data. It's a color screen. It's a good little unit for the price. So it was a good introductory unit. Put it on the boat, worked great. One of the features this thing does have is a flasher mode, or at least a simulated flasher mode. So if you've seen ice fishing flashers, this isn't quite gonna do what they do in terms of the quality, but it does give you a pretty good idea of depth of the lake, and certainly if you see any big marks coming up in the circle, then you know you've got some fish down there. So it's at least something you can throw down the hole and know you're not wasting a bunch of time. Or no, you are wasting a bunch of time. So Garmin sells these little mobile portable packs for this thing so that you can take it out ice fishing and that sort of thing. Now, the portable pack is like the same price or more than the actual unit. And all you're really getting is a little bag to put it in, a battery, and you know, something to sort of wrap around your transducer so it doesn't sink to the bottom. So I figured I could probably work something out, and I thought, well, hey, I got that portable power unit, and I thought, I bet you I could get those two to work together. So that's what we're going to show you today. So you will probably remember the portable power unit from one of my other videos, bing, up in the corner. And basically we've got USB charging, we've got a car charger here, voltmeter, and that. And then a little light on the side of it. So I thought all this thing needs is 12 volts. So it comes with this little swivel mount that comes in the box with it. I didn't use that to mount it in the boat. I mounted it a different way in the boat because I didn't have enough dash to really use that particular item. So what I've done here is I've just mounted it on the top of this box with the hardware that came with it. So I've just screwed into the top of this box, and you can see the screws coming through there on the other side. They don't touch the battery, so that's a good thing. And then what I can do is I can pop this guy on the top there, and it swivels and it tilts, and I can sort of point it wherever I need to point it to. So that all worked really well. And then I just drilled a hole in here and got the power cable hooked up. You can see that. So there's the power cable hooked up, and then we just plug that in, and away she goes. Right? So now I've got power to my Garmin, and I can have that on the ice. Now we took this out on the ice yesterday for about 14 hours on the ice in kind of -10 conditions Celsius, and it worked great. So there's your flasher mode. It's not going to do much in here, obviously, but that's what we were using out on the ice. Now, as far as the transducer goes, what I did was I just mounted the transducer to a piece of broom handle that I had lying around. Just screwed it to that so it can tilt up or down wherever it needs to go. And then I took a bit of noodle off of one of the noodles and put it on there for a float, and then put the wire through. And what's great about that is you can just now dip that right into the water and just dunk that down into the water. You've got as much cable here as you think you need if you just want to unwind that. And then you dunk that into your hole, and it'll tell you, certainly it'll tell you the depth, and then it'll start to show you some information in terms of what kind of fish are down there as well. And like I say, you can tilt that and twist it and whatever. So that worked out pretty well, I think. And we'll definitely be using that on the ice again. It's nice that it works with the power unit, but it's not a dedicated thing. So when we were still out there, I was charging phones on this thing and doing this, and it looks like the battery, stayed fully charged for the 14 hours we were out there. 35 amp hour battery, and yeah, it looks like it's still at 12.8 after 14 hours outside yesterday. So yeah, really happy with how that worked out. So I thought I'd show you that. You don't have to spend the money on the portable kit. You can just sort of work it with your other kit, and that worked pretty well. Okay.